in their offensive line, what they did, especially without Jordan Mailata, their left tackle.
There's your first half stats. Points off turnovers. 2 fumbles by Trevor Lawrence that he lost in the second quarter. And that last one especially looming large, that the Eagles were able to turn into points. Told you about where these two teams sit. Eagles off to their first 3-0 start in 6 years. Have to go back to Doug Peterson's first year here as their head coach at 16 season. An Eagles team that wound up finishing 7-9 before putting together their Super Bowl title team the very next year. Jay, there's your wind and your rain playing a factor for these kickers.
No, I've been here when it's super windy. Played the NFC Championship. David Akers and I were warming up and trying to kick 40-yard field goals. I think we missed 20 in a row and just told the coaches, hey, don't kick going that way.
Short kick is fielded here by Britton Covey. Covey getting some blockers. Out across the 25, runs out of bounds right around the 30-yard line. Forced out of bounds by Cisco as we feed great stuff. As Sirianni still doesn't have Jordan Mailata at left tackle. It has been Jack Driscoll at that spot ever since Mailata had to leave in the first quarter. What a pass, what a catch. A.J. Brown on a bullet from Hurts. Rayshawn Jenkins on the stop. It's a pickup of 22.
Wind and rain, and you don't feel like Hurts will put this ball in jeopardy at all. Probably keep it on the ground.
Hurts 11 of 17 for a $150. Where does he go here on 3rd and 20? Up the seam, it's caught right around the 47-yard line by A.J. Brown, but well short.
They've been aggressive on 4th down, but a little too... Need to get back to running the ball, Spiro.
Jacksonville begins inside their own 20. Lawrence, little fake, and he is buried. T.J. Edwards, one of the linchpins of this Eagles defense.
Played so much better this year. Something the Eagles have struggled with throughout the last few years is linebacker play. T.J. Edwards, who lost some weight, has got a lot faster. He's able to come up, explode, and then a sure tackler. And, you know, those guys that are...
Scott stepping into that role, vacated by Avonte Maddox, who was a scratch. 3rd and 10. Lawrence protected well, throws across his body. It's low. See what the official ruling is here. It is incomplete. They're well short. So Smith now being looked at in that blue medical tent.
Caldwell been bringing pressure.
Hurts his pass batted down at the line of scrimmage. Adam Gotsis. What a big play that is for this defense.
Yeah, just huge. To get penetration and to get the pressure that they needed. And then Gotsis knowing to get his hand up and knock that pass down by Hurts. And Jacksonville
13th overall pick by Howie Roseman. Putting his imprint on this one. 2nd and 11. Lawrence over the middle. It's caught. Big play. Evan Ingram with his first catch.
Why does it always sound so much better in Spanish?
I love it. Nicely done by Jerry Elias. 2nd and 8. Lawrence goes underneath. This is Hasty. Hasty breaking tackles. Inside Philly territory, gets downhill all the way to the 40-yard line. And a big first down on the catch and run, a pickup of 16.
Philly has come in with the intent of taking away Christian Kirk.
Lawrence, boy, sells the fake well. Lawrence appears to have the first down. Needed the 19. No signal yet, and now...
Wow, it really works, and it's that easy, and I think you'll see that maturation throughout the year for this offense.
2nd and 7. Here come the Eagles on the blitz. Lawrence in the face of pressure, and it is picked. James Bradbury. A defensive gem, and another Jacksonville turnover.
Trevor Lawrence has not made these kind of poor decisions. He forced this ball to Kirk, didn't see Bradbury, he comes in front and gets the huge interception.
Bradbury, one of the shrewd free agent acquisitions made by Howie Roseman, Philly's GM here, in what was a big offseason. Sanders breaking free. outside the 40, inside Jacksonville territory. What a sprint by Sanders. Finally tackled by Jenkins and Campbell. He picks up 35.
Well, I just give a lot of credit to this offensive line of Philadelphia. You lose your left tackle in Mailata. Driscoll's in there playing well. Really haven't even mentioned him because he's doing a good job.
43-yard line. Finally tackled by Lloyd. What a day for Sanders.
Yeah, we knew it was going to be one of those bruising kind of battles. This one in the trenches. That kind of game, to me, definitely favors this Philadelphia team because of how big and how strong and physical that offensive line is. Miles Sanders, a really good complementary back for this offensive line. Quick.
Sanders, a Pennsylvania kid, grew up in a tough part of Pittsburgh, the Wilkinsburg borough. So it looks like they're going to have the first down here with Sermon. And we'll check the penalty flag here at the Jacksonville 30-yard line.
Personal foul, face mask, defense number 95. This 15-yard penalty will be added to the end of the play. It's first down.
It's Roy Robertson Harris. And they'll tack on some yardage. Mike Caldwell, there's their defensive coordinator. Third man who has held that position in the last 3 years. Guy needs no introduction here in Philly. Played coach for the Eagles alongside Doug Peterson.
That ball can't
hurts. Football is loose. Eagles able to recover with Sanders. And everyone with a gasp here in Philly.
Kelsey snapped this ball before Hurts was ready. Watch Jalen. Doesn't even have his hands out of his warmer yet. That ball comes flying back. It's just sitting, getting kicked around. Eagles luckily land on it.
Hurts getting a little assist from Sanders. And keep in mind the mixed point after by Jake Elliott. That's why this is a 6-point game. With a $1:20 left in the quarter. They get Goddard set up with a bubble screen action. Forced out of bounds by Oluokun, a pickup of 10.
Goddard is such a good receiver. Really, you don't think of him as one of the best receivers from the tight end position in the NFL, but Tony Gonzalez, a Hall of Famer, was talking about he thinks he's the best all-around tight end in the NFL, and I'm right there with him. I think he is such an excellent receiver, probably because he was behind Ertz for a while. You just